What happens to someone if they refuse to take off their shirt?
Then they'll be asked to leave, or if they cause a fuss, they'll be escorted out by the police.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by ShireSociety.com. Mr. Murphy, I have more questions for you. Please come over here where I'm allowed to ask them on camera.
Who are you asking that?
How are you?
Good. Who are you asking that?
Oh, Murphy. I may have a question for Mr. Murphy, the town moderator. I wouldn't have to yell at you if you would let me move around. You can't hear me if I speak any less loudly than this.
In the correct line? Okay. Last initials? Yep. Second booth, right around there.
So again, I have a question about audio taping. Is it allowed outside this area, this media area?
Go down.
Moderator Murphy, I believe you are engaged in dereliction of duty right now.
B? Oh, B. Okay, just right behind these folks here. You're welcome. We can hear the whole room. Why can't you just audio record from there?
Oh, you're wanting me. I'm sorry. What is your question?
Why can't you just audio record from there?
Oh, I want to be able to audio record what happens to me. Does that make sense?
Well, you're there.
Yeah, but I need to vote, and in order to do that,
Turn off the camera, vote.
well, I would like to record my process. Is that a problem for you, or do you have an issue with the First Amendment? He was asking, what is this deal with the camera? Moderator Murphy, I have more questions for you. When are you going to come answer them?
Are you gentlemen checking in, or do you need to register?
Question for you, actually. First of all, what's your last name? Wibby? Mr. Wibby. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Wibby. My understanding is that there are... Oh, okay. Yeah, my understanding is that there are restrictions on what shirts you can wear while you're in a polling place.
You can't have anything that's deemed electioneering. So no buttons or stickers or shirts for candidates.
Would you actually make someone remove their shirt?
Yeah, all the way to the back of the building. Right there. All right. Line up according to last name, check in. Perfect, thank you. Check in by last name.
Would you actually make someone remove their shirt if they had a shirt with a political word on it?
Word, probably not so much. That's sort of the discretion of the moderator. But candidate, definitely.
So if a shirt said
They could cover it.
Chris Sununu or something like that, then they
You'd
wouldn't
ask
be
them to
allowed
cover it or take it off. There was a gentleman who had a hat with a candidate on it. He left it out in the lobby, voted, picked it up, and went home.
Well, what happens to someone if they refuse to take off their shirt?
Then they'll be asked to leave, or if they cause a fuss, they'll be escorted out by the police.
What happens if they do take off their shirt and they're a woman?
Yep.
So I have a friend who was arrested for taking off her shirt, but you're telling them to take off their shirts?
They could cover it.
Well, what if they don't have anything to cover it with?
My coat would probably cover it.
Oh, you'd give them your coat. Okay, all right.
The old world is collapsing, and it's going to take its slave driver governments with it. But what will rise up in their place? In New Hampshire, the Shire Society has a plan, a thriving web forum, and a history of action.
He didn't take long to come up with a plan.
You can sign up right now at ShireSociety.com.